Okay. Gonna start up in just a minute. I'm electing not to show my face for this one, but I think the audio should be picking up. Let me double check that. Yes, it should be registering, and you should be getting STO audio as well. Give it a minute to see if anybody shows. I really like the new background. It's a little weird that we're just sort of floating in space, but it's cute. Hey Revicube, welcome aboard. How are you today? Are you able to hear me okay? Are all the volumes good? You there? Ah, there you are. Great. Just gonna give it a minute or two to see if anybody else decides to pop in. It's only 8:02. Audio may pop in and out. Game audio may pop in and out as I check. Actually, wait, no, that's not gonna be an issue. Because I can just check things on my goddamn phone. Yeah, I don't see anybody else saying anything, so yeah, I'll just give it a minute. I have no idea how long this session is going to be. I doubt it'll be an hour. I doubt this mission is as long as the last one, because the last one was a big old season finale type thing. And they did only drop the one mission, so... Well, I'm gonna start doing some set-up-y type things. I'm excited to see Kuumaarke very prominent in the mission. So, first thing I need to do is change ships.
The Lucari have been working...
Back to the Celestia. I was fooling around with the other Iconian ship I got, just trying to build up its ship mastery levels, but that's very slow going. And the Celestia is in much better shape in that regard. And I don't care about that. The character's got the right uniform on this screen. I don't know why the title screen futzes with that. Right? I was pretty happy with it. Yeah, it's a much smaller carrier cruiser type that I got solely so that I could steal its ability to generate healing portals. There's one more ship, Iconian ship, that I am working on getting with this year's campaign that will allow me, once I get that one, I will be able to launch a different, better kind of fighter and open portals that let me kind of teleport around a bit, and most importantly of all, be able to open up portals that generate solar flares, which is like the signature Iconian attack. But you need to have all three of the portal types to be able to do it. I think, yeah, other than getting that ship and playing around with it a little, I think that's all that's changed since the last time I played. So, I've got the Explodey portal, I've got the Healy portal. Yeah, I got everything. So, do I have the correct loadout? Let me just double check. Oh yeah, I upgraded some of my equipment until I ran out of dilithium. But all my weapons are fully upgraded now, and I'm starting to get there with the other stuff. Yeah, I believe that's as good a fighter as I can get. Alright. I am going to go ahead and start the mission. Actually, I'm going to check the social medias one last time first for any responses. None. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Kings and Queens is what we're on now, apparently.
The Lucari have been working on a project in the Nakul system. Initial efforts have been quite promising, and they're about to move to the next phase. If successful, the damage to the star in that system will be repaired.
Nice.
This project could improve relations with the Nakul considerably. With that in mind, I want you to provide assistance to the Lucari. They have sent specifications for a device called the Stellar Rejuvenator. Have your engineer install it on your ship before you disembark. You'll be using it as part of the Lucari efforts there. Report to Admiral Kuumaarke in the Nakul system when you're ready.
Oh hey, they promoted Kuumaarke. Good for her. Interesting. Let's head over there. I think she might be my favorite, like, original NPC to this game. Like, there's characters that I like more, but they're all ones from the TV shows. Like, my favorite NPC, period, has to be Sayla. Which is not something I thought I would have said based on what she's like in TNG. But yeah, if you'll recall, the Nakul Sun is the one that got fucked up by somebody or other stealing the Toxutot. And things have been like, relations with them got really bad, and that in a few centuries results in them joining the Temporal Cold War on the other side. And then they go all Nazi in an episode of Enterprise. Ooh, pretty.
Captain's log, 5th Reckoning, Chronicle 36. We are about to commence work on a most important operation. An attempt to revitalize the Nakul Star. One of the finest vessels in the Alliance is joining our efforts today. May the wisdom of Lukar guide us to success. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being a part of this.
We are ready to assist you, and I believe congratulations are in order, Admiral.
Thank you. It's an honor I fully intend to live up to. More about that later. We've got a job to do. Before we begin, I should warn you, the Nakul are somewhat anxious about this procedure and any complications that might arise.
Understandable. The health of their star is at risk.
Indeed. But we have earned their trust over the months of research here, and I intend to honor that today.
Understood. Let's get started then.
Heading to the primary coordinates now. All hands, prepare to deploy the stellar rejuvenators. It's time to heal a star.
We meet again. One hopes your efforts here today will have a better outcome than your previous attempt to repair our star.
If I may interrupt. Representative, we are indeed ready to begin the process. With your blessing, of course.
Hi, Miranda. We just started. Kuumaarke's been promoted, and she's leading a mission to heal the damaged son of the Nakul, who we know in the future will turn evil and go back in time and do messed up shit in Enterprise as revenge for what happened to their son.
Very well. Our fleet is standing by to assist you if necessary.
Sunshine, the, like, science fiction movie? Or am I forgetting an STO episode? Thank you, Representative.
The time has come. Admiral Kuumaarke, I hereby authorize you and your associates to proceed. May your efforts lead to a new dawn for the Nakul people.
Ready when you are, Admiral. RW Celestia, out.
Getting some strange readings. Try adjusting your cohesion beam frequency.
Uh-oh, minigame.
We're reading several disruptions in the cohesion beam, originating 100,000 kilometers from the star's surface.
Oh, I hope we get the ability... I don't think we've ever seen another Lukari that I can recall. Oh, no, we have. There was that one colony of them. Anyway, I really hope we get the ability to play as them at some point. That would be a great expansion. Try to compensate. Any ideas, Admiral?
Stellar activity in the area may be causing the fluctuations. Adjust your course to the following coordinates. Let's see if the situation improves there.
We're on it. To Jenny out.
If we tighten formation, our beams may reinforce one another.
Agreed. Move to the following coordinates.
That's further away than it appeared to
You've
be.
reached the new coordinates. Deploy from there. Once you've redeployed, you'll need to adjust the frequency again. Initiate stellar modulation sequence on my mark. Mark. Modulation initiated. Energy levels are increasing. Reading erratic spikes at the stellar core. Abort! All ships abort now! That was far too close for comfort.
What happened, Admiral?
I detected a feedback loop forming. If we hadn't shut down when we did, A stellar flare would have backfired along the cohesion beam. The damage to us and the Nakul would have been catastrophic.
Receiving a hail from Representative Katek. Brace for impact.
Are you mad? Do you think we will sit by idly while your incompetence puts our star at risk once more? Explain yourself, immediately!
There was an issue. We are investigating the cause now.
I suggest you do so quickly and with positive results. Rest assured, if you do not save our star, then you can be certain that our fleet will avenge it.
Understood. To Jenny out.
I've taken a look at our data from the incident, and I believe I've found something.
Let's have it.
I've discovered where the cohesion beam started to suffer interference. The coordinates are 0.4 AU from the star.
Let's take a look. Also, that's pretty... No, that's not that close. This is such a pretty system.
All right, I believe it's time to get to the bottom of this before the administrator loses his patience.
Agreed. Anything out of the ordinary on the sensors? Yeah, I really like it. I'm really happy with this ship's color scheme. And with the way it looks here in particular.
Some of the asteroids nearby are emitting an unusual level of energy. However, their composition is making long-range scans ineffective.
Time for a closer look. Helm, take us in.
Strange. The asteroid is emitting highly energized particles, like the tail of a comet.
It's marked as an asteroid in the stellar registry. No mention of reactive properties.
So, same asteroid, different behavior. Sounds like we're on the right track. The asteroid is emitting energy in a pattern similar to that of the star earlier. Whatever caused that issue may be in effect here as well. We are still unable to conduct a deep scan of the asteroid, however. If we can devise a way to do so, I believe we will find more answers.
Recommendations?
There is a human expression. You cannot prepare an omelet without cracking a few eggs. Or in this case, asteroids. If we fracture one of them with our weapons, we will expose the core and obtain the deep scan results we seek.
Very well. Tactical, target that asteroid and prepare to fire. Acknowledged. My god, my ship is enormous compared to theirs. I mean, admittedly, it's 5 kilometers away, but still, like... It's so big. I forget sometimes how... You know, I've been playing a different ship for a while, so I forgot how freaking gigantic this one is.
Fortunately, there are more targets available. We should try again, although with considerably lower weapon settings.
Agreed. Tactical, make the necessary adjustments.
The Nakul have tagged the next asteroid for future mining operations.
Under the circumstances, I believe they'll agree that its loss will be acceptable.
I certainly hope so, ma'am. I'd prefer not to incur their wrath today.
what is happening to the interior of the Nakul star.
That makes no goddamn sense, but okay. Interesting. What are our next steps?
I'd like to crack another egg and conduct a scan of it before moving on to making the omelet, so to speak. If my hypothesis is correct, the radiation signature present will match, bringing us another step closer to understanding this phenomenon.
Very well. Tactical, get ready to crack another egg.
Remember, we do not want to pulverize our next target.
The Nakul have detected our weapons fire, Admiral. They are understandably curious. Asteroid successfully fractured. Begin your scans now. It's a match.
Very good, Captain. Now, let's compare radiation signatures.
It's not science if you're not doing mini-games.
As I suspected, all of the asteroids we've studied have matching radiation signatures.
Time to make an omelet?
Not quite yet. There are some reactive gas clouds nearby. If their radiation pattern matches those present in the asteroid cores, we can triangulate the origin point and locate the source.
Acknowledged. Helm, take us closer to the gas clouds.
Admiral, the Nakul representative is concerned about the destruction of valuable asteroids.
Inform him that the Alliance will compensate the Nakul for their loss, please.
As you wish, Admiral. Anvame out.
Sorry. Brief interruption from my cat. Yeah, and of the two, I have to admit, I would rather do mini-games.
Analysis complete. The wave patterns are a match.
Now to locate the source.
Indeed. I'm transmitting the coordinates to you and Captain Anvame. Head there now. Once you've arrived, we can triangulate the location of the anomaly's source.
Helm, set a course to the provided coordinates and engage. I was worried for a second that it was gonna go to a, screen transition and I would lose my fighters. Have not for a reason. Well, there we go.
Compiling sensor data now. Aha! There you are. The multiphasic pulse waves are originating from high orbit around the planet closest to the Nakul star.
Any read on what's causing it?
Nothing conclusive at this time, I'm afraid. However, if I were to speculate, it's almost like something is tapping against the fabric of space-time.
Oh no, it's Superboy Prime! That is discomforting. We need to take a closer look. Ah, dang it! Sorry to hear that, Miranda.
We're approaching the coordinates now.
See you around.
I trust you've spotted our uninvited guests.
Oh. Yeah, that's unsurprising. Oh, hey, I kept my fighters. That's neat. They usually disappear when you move from screen to screen. Affirmative. Reading multiple Tholian ships on sensors.
One thing is certain. We we have a limited amount of time to determine what they are doing here before the Nakul detect them. Considering their turbulent history,
If I remember
doubt
right,
the
the Tholians are the
receive a
ones
call
that
greeting from
damaged the
representative
Nakul
Kartek
Star.
or his force.
Not likely. The situation could escalate quickly.
This is peculiar. The Tholians are known for their aggression in response to alien forces, and yet they haven't scanned us or gone to battle readiness. It's as if they are ignoring us.
Curious. Open a channel. Let's see if they're willing to talk.
Attention, Tholian forces. I am Admiral Kuumaarke of the LSS Raskava. You have violated Nakul space and are disrupting a critical procedure here. I'm instructing you to cease all activities and explain your presence in this system immediately.
The border violation is inconsequential. Our work takes priority. We will continue. Do not interfere. Your continued presence is unnecessary.
The work you are doing is causing damage to the Nakul Star.
The loss of this star is acceptable to us. Further discussion is irrelevant. Leave now or you will be fired upon.
Perhaps we could find an alternative?
Tholian vessels are going to battle stations. They're moving into attack formation.
Classic Tholian diplomacy. All hands, red
Battle
alert.
stations. Tactical. Aim to disable, not destroy.
I'm not sure they'll reciprocate that
What am I stuck on? I'm gonna attack it.
Firing to disable only.
Stoner Robot is an excellent description of what he sounded like. You are absolutely right.
Curious. The Tholian flagship did not engage us in battle. Instead, they remained on station, diverting all non-essential power to their web generator systems. Even their shields are down. What are you doing here?
I don't know, but I think it's time we found out, Admiral.
Preliminary scans suggest that the Tholian flagship is creating an incredibly powerful energy web lattice around a spatial anomaly. There is no target vessel within the web.
Let's perform a deeper scan. I want answers. To Jenny out.
This is most unfortunate. The source of the multiphasic waves lies within the Tholian energy lattice. Furthermore, the waves are increasing in intensity, accelerating the decay of the Nakul star's core.
I don't like the sound of that.
Left unchecked, this procedure the Tholians are conducting will cause a complete collapse of the stellar core, resulting in a supernova.
Options?
I believe a boarding action is in order. We'll disable the Tholian web generator on board the flagship to stop the procedure. I've sent transporter coordinates. Prepare your away team for action. I shall meet you aboard the Tholian vessel.
If they raise their shields, we could be... this could be dangerous. Tholians don't like uninvited guests.
I'm quite aware of Tholian hospitality. As you'll recall, I've experienced it firsthand at your side, aboard Caldano's ship. You will need my expertise on this mission. I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer. Captain Envame, remain on Overwatch and report any changes to the Tholian vessel.
If they raise their shields, we could be trapped over there.
An acceptable risk. What matters most is stopping that procedure and saving the Nakul Star. We'll deal with any unforeseen challenges as they present themselves. Agreed?
Agreed. See you there, Admiral.
Let's make haste. The Tholians will muster their security forces once they detect us, and combat could lead to our EV suits being compromised. If that happens, we won't last long in the...
Oops. That's not what I meant to do.
Let's make haste. The Tholians will muster their security forces once they detect us, and combat could lead to our EV suits being compromised. If that happens, we won't last long in the hostile environment here.
Agreed. What's our next move?
Let's begin by scanning the access terminals in this chamber. Find one with main computer access and use it to get a layout of the ship. Once we have that, we can identify the best route to the web generator system and disable it.
Very well. Stay alert. The Tholians could attempt to repel borders at any time.
Let's start with that console over there.
Hang on. Something weird is going on with my HUD. It's all jammed up for some reason. That's better.
That console is dedicated to life support only. No access to the systems we're looking for. We'll have to try another. This is a medical console, keyed only to Tholian anatomy. Try another console. One of them is bound to have access to the data we require. Got it. Gather what information you can before the Tholians lock us out of the system. Interesting. The entire
I
system
really
is
like
designed around the
her
web
EV
generator
suit.
system. Quite the unorthodox variant of this ship class, but very effective nonetheless.
We need to get to that system fast.
Quite so. Judging by the power readings, we can follow the spine of the craft down this corridor to where the web generators are. Unfortunately, that chamber is locked during use.
What's the workaround?
There's an engineering node nearby. We may be able to cut the power to the web generators from there. Once the system is down, we should be able to gain access to the generators and disable them.
Very well. Ready weapons and move out.
The engineering node is through that door and down the hall. Watch out for security. The Tholians know we're here now.
Another interrupting visit from my cat.
Tholian security ahead. Neutralize them so we can access the computers in this node.
I was the wrong weapon.
We're clear. Let's run a bypass on that console while we can.
There we go. Okay. Ah, of course. Okay, that sounds like something we probably should not be shutting down.
The very fabric of reality.
I see. How do we shut it down?
There are two spinnerets, shall we say, that emit the energy used to generate the web in space. They'll need to be neutralized. Once they're done, we can disable the web generator's primary core, and the entire system will be offline.
Can we do that from here?
Unfortunately, no. Their security is blocking access. We'll need to bypass that at a nearby security node.
Understood. Let's make it happen.
Wait a moment. I'd like to access the astrometrics console here. Find more data on the anomaly. The Tholians have compiled a detailed list of space-time anomalies throughout known space. Judging by the star dates, they've been at this for quite some time. Centuries, in fact.
And the Nukul system has its share of those.
Yes.
Oops.
This system is listed as a primary concern due to repeated temporal damage to the fabric of space-time.
Time travel. The Nukul have used it many times over the years.
Indeed. The Tholian distaste for time travel is well known. It may explain their actions here today. According to log entries, this ship has been sent to prevent a trans-dimensional vortex from forming in the system.
And they're about to kill a star to solve this problem unless we stop them first.
Let's access this science console. I haven't seen. Look out! More Tholians!
And let's do that.
Let's access this console. It may provide some key information.
I was having some issues with the controls for a second there.
It occurs to me that protomatter could be used as part of this process.
When all you've got is a hammer, I guess. I'm listening.
The problem with the Tholian method is, ironically, time. The time it takes for their web generators to repair the damage to space-time is allowing for the generation of the pulse waves. The more damage is repaired, the stronger the waves become.
Go on.
I believe the integration of protomatter into the process could hasten the repair time considerably, to the point where the pulse wave generation would be minimal, if not eliminated entirely.
Tholians might not see it that way, Admiral.
Agreed. But it's the best idea I have at the moment. I'd like to study the web generators more thoroughly before we make a decision neither of us can live with.
Very well. Let's get the web generator node doors open.
I have what I need. Let's proceed to the security node and unlock the doors to the web generator. Look out! Ambush! The security node is on the other side of these doors. Let's clear the room and get to work. All clear. Everyone, gather up. We need a plan.
You seemed to want me. There we go.
And here we are. I'll need some time to bypass their security system.
Right. We'll cover you while you work on the security override.
Please do. I prefer to face... And here we are. Please do. I prefer to face as little Tholian hospitality as possible, if you don't mind.
Right. Ready weapons and stay sharp.
Security bypass in effect. And I found something rather peculiar.
Oh.
It appears the Tholians have no system to denote trans-dimensional differences in cultures. While they are aware of other dimensions besides this one, they simply do not consider the denizens of those places to be any different from those here.
Interesting discovery, Admiral.
An anomaly created by the Terran Empire is grouped in the same range as one created by the Federation. Because of this, Tholian actions taken on anomalies in other dimensions could lead to trouble here in ours. Such actions could be seen as acts of war.
Agreed. For now, For now, we need to stop them from destroying the Nicole Star. Let's move out. Yeah, it's long been implied in STO that the Tholians have an empire that extends more across parallel timelines than space.
Proceed with caution. There must be a reason those doors are locked when the device is in use.
Okay, it would be very funny if the reason the doors are locked is because it's freezing cold in there. And by freezing cold, I mean temperatures at which we can survive
The main
without
web generator
suits.
is ahead. Get ready for a fight.
It is. I don't know what's happening to me right now, but I don't like it. Hello? That was awful. And my cat is on my keyboard. I have no idea what I just did. Not actually what I meant to do. Oh, we're done.
We need to get to the spinneret controls in 2 adjacent rooms and shut them both down.
Can't we shut them down here?
Doing so could overload the bypass relays and send a power surge into the vessel's warp core, resulting in a breach. When both spinnerets are deactivated, we can return here and safely disengage the primary projector.
Understood. Spinnerets first, then projector.
That's one spinneret offline. Let's get to the second one. Spinneret controls are ahead. Disable them before more security arrives. Well done. Both spinnerets are offline. Let's go shut down the main web generator.
Hello? You coming?
Right. We need to disengage the primary projector from the main web generator now.
And what stops them from just reactivating it after we leave?
I'll use an encryption algorithm to lock them onto the controls. That should buy us the time we need to implement a better solution to the problem.
Very well, let's proceed.
Tholian web generator is inoperative. We did it. We should beam back as soon as we can. Wait! They've raised their shields. We're trapped!
Your arrogance. Your insanity. You've killed us all.
I figured there'd have to be a boss fight. I was out of range of that. Sure.
Cease hostilities. I mean you no harm. Hold your fire. I am now the ranking officer aboard this vessel, and I wish to discuss matters with you peacefully.
A friendly Tholian. A Tholian? Speaking Federation standard?
Correct. Long ago, I traveled alongside the crew of the USS Enterprise, under the command of Captain James T. Kirk. While among their crew, I was given the designation Bright Eyes by my good friend Neil.
Is that an animated series reference? Because I don't remember that happening in TOS. I think that happened in the animated series. No, it was in the comics. I think this is the first time they've gone to the comics for something. Fascinating. Let's talk then, while we still can.
We realize that you were trying to repair an anomaly in space-time here. But
Also,
your
dang, how long do
system is
Tholians
damaging the nuclear
live?
star to critical levels.
However, Admiral Kuumaarke believes she has a viable solution.
I am prepared to hear your proposal, Admiral, but we must speak quickly. It is only a matter of time before my fellow Tholians on other vessels regroup, and you will find they are not as understanding as I am.
Understood, Admiral. Let's hear what you have with... Oh, understood. Admiral, let's hear what you've got.
I propose a
Excuse me.
coordinated effort between our ships and yours. We can integrate a proto-lattice matrix into the web lattice your ship generates, increasing the speed at which the rupture is seen. By doing so, the frequency of pulse waves generated by the repair process will be reduced to acceptable levels, ending the damage to the nearby star.
Is this amenable to you, Bright Eyes?
Yes. I believe the Admiral's proposal will solve both problems efficiently, but we'll need to move fast.
Very well. Let's work together and resolve this situation.
Use these access codes to override the encryption and re-enable the web generator. The web generator is back online. Let's coordinate next steps from our respective vessels.
We have a situation.
Oops.
Dispatch their fleet to our location.
It really does deep cuts. Unfortunate. Things could escalate quickly. I knew we were going to end up fighting the Nakul.
Quicker than you think, unfortunately. Though I gave Representative Katek every assurance that the situation was under control here, he refused to believe me. He said the Nakul would deal with the Tholians, and if we got in their way...
I get the picture. Comms, hail the Riskava.
I take it you've heard the news.
Indeed, our timetable has been shortened.
Bright Eyes and I will do our best to implement our plan. But you'll need time and protection. Any Tholian vessels you can restore to battle readiness will be of great assistance.
We'll do what we can, Admiral. RRW Celestia out.
Here they come!
Every Tholian ship repaired will be an ally in this conflict.
Restore Tholian ships if possible. We need all the help we can get. Remember, aim to disable, not destroy.
Our web generator is offline, and we've suffered critical damage. If we don't seal the vortex soon, we may not get another chance.
An excellent question, Rabbit Sadly, not a redhead, so I can't name any of my ships after her. What do you mean?
The vortex is destabilizing the star at an accelerated rate. If we do not seal it soon, the star will reach supernova status.
Understood. Admiral Kuumaarke, we need a plan here.
Right. The protomatter matrix is stable, so we need to reinforce the Tholian web lattice as soon as possible.
Very well. Bright Eyes, anything to add?
I have sent the schematics for web stitching probes to you. Deploy them around the perimeter of the vortex. Each one will extrude a protomatter thread to my vessel. When all 6 probes are in position, we can energize the web and seal the vortex.
And the Nicole Star?
Admiral Kuumaarke and I believe that sealing the vortex in this manner will allow the star to regenerate back to its previous state. But we must do so soon.
Then let's get to work. We have a star to save.
Deploy the stitching probes at the designated coordinates. We need to energize the web soon in order to save the Nicole Star.
Place the stitching probes quickly, then energize the web. Web projector link established. Web projector link established.
No, they're pulling it back.
Web projector link established. Web projector link established. Web projector link established. Web projector link established.
Stitching probes are engaged. Energize the web.
Weaving emitter engaged. All functions up.
Protomatter matrix, initiate. All ships withdraw to a safe distance at once.
It appears I owe you an apology.
Yeah,
My
think?
science team informs me that our star has been saved by you, the Lucari, and the Tholians.
Indeed it has, Representative.
Our wish for a revitalized star will have to wait until more research on our star's instability can be conducted. Though it seems we have a new wish to make today.
Oh, and what wish would that be?
A wish for peace between the Nakul and the Tholians. Today we saw Tholians risk their lives to preserve our sun, despite our belligerence. If they are willing to do that, perhaps they will be willing to broker an end to hostilities between us.
Perhaps they shall, Representative.
The vortex remains closed, and our forces will be returning to Tholian space shortly.
Thank you for your assistance, Captain.
As a people, we are reluctant to work alongside non-Tholians, especially on matters we believe to be a result of their negligence. There will be many questions about today's events from our leaders. I will encourage them to put aside their xenophobic tendencies and collaborate with the Alliance on the Vortex issue.
That sounds like a tall order.
It will not be easy, to be sure, but it is an effort I am willing to make, no matter the risk to my career or standing. I trust you will do the same when your leaders seek a solution to the problem.
I will. You have my word.
Very good. I shall leave you then with the words of an old friend. Live long and prosper.
Safe journey, Captain, to Jenny out.
There are days out here where the beauty, mystery, and excitement make all the work and sacrifice worthwhile. And then there are days like today.
Yes, but as the saying goes, risk is our business.
Of course. And today we risked all. But not everyone lived to see our success.
They did their duty, and a star still shines because of it.
Indeed. May the captain and crew of the Traloon find peace within the
Yeah, they're
light
going to be back later.
in Lucar's name.
We shall honor their sacrifice, Admiral, as will the Nakul.
I spoke with Bright Eyes earlier, and we both agreed to share all of the data we gathered today freely to anyone willing to work on the Vortex issue, regardless of their affiliation. Now is not the time to hoard information. Now is the time to act, before the vortices cause irreparable damage to space-time.
Agreed. I suspect we'll be speaking again soon, Admiral. RRW Celestia out. Yeah.
Status report.
We have survived a transdimensional shunt, Captain.
We are operating under emergency power, sir. Warp and impulse drives are offline.
Mirror
Restore main
universe,
power as soon as
Kelvin
possible, Engineer.
timeline, or other.
What is our
Call
current
it now.
position?
Unable to verify, Captain. None of the nearby star systems appear on our navigational charts.
Run your scan. Look for any recognizable systems.
Sir, incoming warp signature detected. Unidentified vessel entering the system.
Any sign of hostility? It is beautiful.
Incoming hail, sir.
Let's see what our new friends have to say.
Okay. There we go.
Based on the data you have provided, it is logical to assume the reality vortices will cause galactic instability if left unchecked. Our scientists project a point of no return could be reached in a matter of months. We must not allow that to pass. We are working with the Lucari and our allies to compose a list of vortices to close, based on instability and potential threat to the systems they
Yeah,
occupy.
I'm curious.
Once it is complete, you are to assist Admiral Kuumaarke in the field and deal with the vortices as fast as possible. I will contact you when the Admiral is ready to begin the operation.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Neat. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for this time. That was a fun one. Interesting to see where they go from here, like you said. And yeah. I'll let everyone know when there's a new chapter out. Probably will be one in 2 or 3 months. Well, no, because there's the summer event. Yeah, probably one right after the summer event in like August, September. But yeah. Have fun. See you later. Bye.